Hey guys, welcome back to Whining Blends. I'm here with my co-host, Mr. Hoose.
What's up, Big E? What's happening?
Same old shit, technical difficulties and shit. I think this is like take 5, episode 15, take 5.
Yes, we did try. We had a very good podcast that is gone now because we had no audio, but
Correct.
we're back to replicate what we did, which is not going to happen because shit's happened between then and now anyway. So
Exactly. I mean, when you send me a text, I think we need to hire people. I think you're right because we got so much shit on our minds, bro.
We just have to add to the payroll.
Yeah, add to the payroll.
Which means subscribers, sponsors, everybody else. Come on, guys.
I know. Please, can you guys subscribe? If you subscribe, we can get people to help us and not fuck it up.
We'll do shaving ads. We'll do all kinds of cool shit.
Yep, 100%.
So what do we got?
Mr. Hoose, so we talk a lot of sports, a lot of football in general with the Giants, and football in general. We never bring up basketball. All right. So we're going to bring it up because they start playoffs this Saturday.
Right.
Playoffs. So
let's talk about playoffs.
Yeah, playoffs.
Yeah.
So we got playoffs this Saturday, and a local team, New York Knicks, actually made it.
Yeah, man. Let's do it.
Like I said, we don't really watch basketball that much, but when a local team, even we were talking about the tournament when St. John's went to the tournament, they lost in the first round.
But last year when they did better?
Yeah,
because a bunch of us were at Ribs and they had the game on, and it was awesome. They prevented, they held the band off till that game was over, which I thought was a great idea because everybody wanted to see St. John's.
Awesome idea,
and it was cool. But it's again a sport I don't normally follow, but when a local team is doing something great, it's perfect to be at a bar and watching it and hang out and, cheer the locals on and, go Knicks.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I mean, listen, they picked up 2 good players this year.
Yeah.
Anthony Towns and Bridges.
Yeah.
And they got that Jalen Brunson guy.
But Jalen, and he was hurt for a little bit. He's back now, I believe.
He's back,
so
So, I mean, he's our star player.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But now he's got 2 guys to back him up. So hopefully we go deep in the playoffs and Madison Square Garden can have something exciting this year because the Rangers didn't go to the playoffs.
Yeah.
Talking about a little bit of hockey, they went from being up here to all the way down. I mean, the Devils did better this year.
Yeah,
the Devils are going to the playoffs. Actually, talking about hockey, the Devils are making playoffs.
It's been a while for them, I think, right?
Yeah,
weren't they a little bit out for a bit?
Yeah, it's been a little bit. I've heard Prudential's been excited. Their local team again.
That's great. Yeah, and
I don't watch.
The Rock is cool.
The Rock is very cool. I've watched concerts there.
I've seen concerts there. Great concerts. Yeah. I saw Styx and Foreigner there. Great show.
Really?
Unbelievable.
Okay.
Really cool.
And I've actually seen, I went there for UFC too. It was really cool. Yeah. It was a good time.
You know what? Let's talk about that.
UFC? Yeah.
Yeah. Like Patty Pimblett, huh?
Bro, Chandler went down.
Dude, he destroyed him.
He killed him, bro. I don't know. I see Patty Pimblett.
The next one's got to, what they're asking. Who's Patty Pimblett and Connor?
Oh, they are asking for.
They're talking about it.
But Connor, man, we keep talking.
Well, Patty's calling him out because apparently Connor wanted Michael Chandler to win, and Patty's like, "You're supposed to be like a country boy, and you're doing this now." He wants to punch his face in. So
yeah, I know that's crazy. I mean, I can't believe.
He's and the kid's an eater too. You always see him when they have press conference. He's always eating a slice of pizza or stuff. Yeah. They talk about all the weight he gains and takes it right off. Kid's amazing to watch though.
I love him, bro. I love watching.
I like he's very Connor-esque with the attitude, and I dig that.
Right.
Yeah, there were certain UFC guys I wasn't really a fan of. Dustin Poirier, just didn't do it for me. You know what I mean?
No, you don't like Dustin Poirier?
He was take him or leave him. Jason Getchy was good. I thought, I liked him.
I liked him
a lot. And Connor, I always thought was cool. I just liked what he brought to, the trash talk and the craziness. Just made it kind of fun.
Oh, no, he definitely makes the sport exciting. Yeah. And I mean, he made all this money because he made the sport exciting.
Sure, he did.
He brought a lot of people with the shit talking, and, you know what I'm saying? And the same thing.
Patty Pimblett's the next coming of Connor, if you ask me.
He's definitely is. I think he's going to, he's making the sport. I mean, believe me or not, there's a lot of great fighters. Yeah. I love watching UFC. My father-in-law, we're always watching at any event and stuff. We probably,
good stuff.
Watch it every Saturday night if we can. And then we had the main event, which was how do you say his name? Volkanovski versus Lopez. To me, I thought Lopez should have won that fight, but they gave it to Volkanovski. So,
right.
They gave him the title, which was was the title was up for grabs.
It was vacant, right.
Yeah, it was a vacant title. So that was a pretty good fight too. I mean, they were going at each other.
Crazy.
To me, I thought Lopez won, but it's neither here.
I only caught part of that one, and I couldn't really tell from what I watched of it. But it's a great sport. I love Dana White too. He's another good ambassador to that sport, and I like that he takes no one's shit.
I know. Like, he doesn't.
Sponsors have actually called him, and he said it in interviews on TV where and on like a Joe Rogan podcast where they would ask him about his who he's voting for, what his affiliation is politically. And he endorsed Donald Trump, and a sponsor called him and told him to take that endorsement away. And he told him,
"Go fuck yourself.
Go fuck yourself. Yeah. Don't even take your money. I can't be bought like that. There's no way."
Yeah. Oh yeah. I saw that interview.
Oh yeah. In the UFC fights, you see him, walking with Donald Trump to the seat. So yeah, I think it's great.
Well, let me tell you. So this last fight last weekend was in Miami. And somebody I know went to the actual fight, and Donald Trump walked in. He said it was nuts. He said outside of the freaking arena was nuts. Yeah, he sent me a picture. I mean, he said it took him probably a half an hour to walk 6 blocks.
Amazing.
It's freaking crazy.
Love it.
He said it was nuts, but he said when he walked in, the crowd went wild. He was there for a while watching the fights and shit. He said it was a good time just to even see that.
It's just awesome.
Yeah, it's awesome, man. So, but yeah, like I said, UFC, there's a lot of fighters out there, and hopefully
UFC's good stuff.
Good stuff for sure. So the Knicks, just to finish off the basketball stuff, the Knicks play the Pistons in the first round. Hopefully they'll get out of the first round. Hopefully, I'm hoping they can make it at least to the Eastern Conference Finals. That would be great.
Yeah.
And see what goes from there. But
excited.
I mean, I know we talk a little bit about the Giants and stuff, but I do want to bring it up that did you see Joe Shane the other day on the interview where they asked him about the quarterback? Like, is he desperate to get a quarterback?
Yes.
And he's like, we're not.
He made it sound like the room is full and I'm okay with it for the moment.
Correct. Like he made it sound like I'm not going in there and say I need to get a quarterback. I need to get a quarterback. So, I mean, there's a lot of. I was watching ESPN this morning and listening to the radio on the way to work, and there's so many different people talking about different things, and one of the things they're saying is that today they were looking. Shedeur Sanders did a private workout for the Giants. And I think they have another 2 or 3 quarterbacks that they're doing private workout.
Jalen Milroe, I think, was one. Jackson Dart did one already.
He did one already.
Listen, I think out of the first 2 picks for the Giants, one of them has to be quarterback. There's no question. It doesn't have to be the first one. Like I said, my dream draft for us is clearly going to be, Travis Hunter and then Jackson Dart, if it goes that way. If we get Shedeur along the way, I'm good with that too. Listen, everything's going to happen in the top 10. After that, it's just going to be, watch and see. But whoever is picking, Cleveland's picking on is going to dictate what's going on. Everyone knows who Tennessee's picking.
Correct.
They're going to pick Cam Ward. It's going to be done. Whatever Cleveland does will set the parameters for what's happening.
Listen, I mean, to me, it's either the Giants get Abdul Carter or they get Hunter, depending on who Cleveland picks. Right. I think that's what it's going to be.
I'm okay with either one.
And then they can trade up and get a quarterback.
Sure.
Hopefully in the first
money.
round.
They have money.
Yes. Make an offer and get a quarterback in the first round. Or, I mean, depending. I mean, the question is, does Shedeur go all the way down? Does he go to the Saints? Do the Saints actually take him?
I don't think he'll pass the Raiders or the Saints at that point, but people are someone, I don't know who it was. Somebody had a mock draft pick.
He went in the second round. Yeah, that's
which
crazy.
Is not.
Which we have the 34th pick. So that means we have the second pick in the first round or something like that. I mean, the second round. But I mean, let's see. Let's see who it is. I mean, I know we keep talking about it, but it is the talk. The draft is a week from today. So, let's see what happens. I mean, I'll be away, but I'll definitely be watching that.
Yeah, man.
Sipping some margaritas.
I'll be texting you. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Wow. What the fuck? Can you believe it? Fuck this.
Yeah, or what the fuck?
Or all the above.
F motherfuckers. Here we are again. Correct. New York Giants fucking this shit up. Well, that was just to finish off the topic here. that was one of the conversations today. I think it was on First Take where they said everybody else already has their chart set. Who are they going to get?
Right.
And they think the Giants doing these closed doors tryouts are saying, what do you, in their head is saying, what, you don't even know who you're going to pick yet, that you're doing these tryouts?
I think everyone knows. I think they're adding a little mystique to what's going on. Just Shane is pretty just straight vanilla forward on what the plan is normally. I mean, is that really the case? There's got to be a little bit of excitement and things happening here, because if they don't do things the right way, this is it for them, obviously. So I don't really believe 100% that what he said was the truth. The room being full. Because, listen, I was a Tommy DeVito fan. It was great for the team. It was great for the locals. It was fun to see him go out there, and he won some games. We didn't really have a shot. Do I think he was really ever going to be a first-string quarterback? Oh, no, not really. I mean, not that you can't grow into that. Things have changed.
Well, let me cut you off. He did say the room is full. We have Russell Wilson. We have Jameis Winston. And we have
Tommy
DeVito.
Yes.
He's like, he's still developing. I'm like, what? He ain't developing to shit. He's developing to be a third string. That's what he's developing to.
We need to pick up a quarterback in this draft.
Exactly.
And out of the first two picks, the end of story, there is no question.
Now, if nobody picks up Shador, do we pick up Shador in the third?
Yes.
Third
because in the third, you mean?
On the third pick? I don't think we pick up.
No. But
it's got to be Abdul Carter or Hunter.
One of the two. Whoever's not picked by Cleveland, we pick.
I mean, they're saying if we pick up Abdul Carter, we'll probably be in the top 5 defense.
Right, but at that point, trade up and get someone, get Shador, get Jackson Dart, get Jalen Milroe.
Right, get somebody. Right, just get one of them.
There's even that McCord kid they're talking about.
Oh, yeah, I heard about him. Listen, if they pick up Hunter, Carter, and a quarterback, I think it'll be a good draft for us.
It'll be a good draft.
Then work around the other pieces. The
free agency went well. This will be good. Yes, we're not going to go blow the world on fire. But guess what? We're going to be competitive. We're going to be a better team. And we're going to see everybody kind of come back into the fold and see the beginning of the next chapter what the Giants are going to be about.
Yeah. All right, let's close the subject on football. That's all we talk. Let's talk a little bit about Juan Soto. So Juan Soto went to the Mets, got this crazy amount of money. I mean, listen, guys, I know it's only the first 17 games, but it's the talk of the town, right? So there's a lot of hashtags here when I do the shorts. I can do with Juan Soto because he's like the talk of the town right now. That, he's batting .250. He's got 4 home runs. I think he's got like 4 RBIs or 6 RBIs. I mean, he is walking a lot. And then on top of it, he made a comment and said, the pitchers are pitching to me differently because I don't have the best player hitting behind me.
That's bullshit.
Which he's talking about Aaron Judge, right?
Right.
But now, what's his name? Pete Alonso. He's the best hitter in the MLB right now, and he's the one that hits behind him.
Right. So
is he taking you just signed a 10-year deal with the Mets, and you're already taking a shot at one of your fucking players? Would he be saying that if he
was batting, 375 and,
No, he wouldn't.
Of course he wouldn't say it. He's saying it because of his stats right now. And you know what? I said this when we did the original podcast for this. And, just for me, I like the Mets. I don't hate them. It's like how I feel for the Jets with football. It's Giants, Jets, and it's Yankees, Mets. I'm a Yankee fan. Again, I'm a bigger football fan and a baseball fan. However, 'tis the season. We're here. I'm rooting for the Yankees as I always do. I have no problem with the Mets, but I feel when you go on the other side of town, the flair is just gone. It just kind of takes it away. The Juan Soto thing, I said this last time. Todd Frazier, great example. When he was a Yankee, amazing. When he went to the Mets, it was just like, he's there. It was all right. And, it kind of just drifted away. And again,
we didn't pay
hometown
attention.
Hero, home. Yeah, right. And that's the thing. It wasn't that he wasn't good. It wasn't doing. It's just you don't pay that much attention. And I'm sure we're not alone in that. You know what I mean?
No, 100%.
Met fans adore him, and I get it. I've got family members that are Met fans and love it, and good for them. I don't know. It just to me, it just kind of loses its flair when you go across town. So
everybody becomes biased when they're their team.
Of course.
Right? So even if they don't do much, but they brought that excitement to the locker room, they brought all the team together or whatever. You're like, hey, maybe he didn't have the best years, but he was good for our team, the chemistry and all that stuff.
Locker room, this,
locker
that,
room,
yes.
yeah. So that's the point with Juan Soto.
Right.
Is you're 17 games in for your first year for 10 years with the Mets, and you're talking shit about the guy hitting behind you.
Yeah.
Like, come on, man. The season just started. Now, some analyst says it's not a big deal what he said. He's just saying the truth that, Judge is the best player in baseball right now. So people don't want to face him because it's either he's going to hit a home run. I mean, the guy's batting 390 right now.
Right.
And he's got like 8 home runs already and I don't know, 30 RBIs, 17 games in. So, that's so people are saying maybe, it's not that big of a deal. He's just saying that, they were looking to face him first before Judge so that he would get better pitchers.
Right.
Where, yes, Alonso started off hot this year, but last year he wasn't that hot. He was having issues and things like that. So, I mean, I take it that, listen, man, you could say that just say pitchers are pitching differently, but you don't have to throw your teammate under the bus because to me, it's throwing your teamate under the bus.
Like I said, you're doing it because you're batting 250.
Well, that's right. It is.
You want to take the smoke screen away and move it somewhere else.
Yeah, because because in New York, you're going to face the music. It's different than
now, what happens when the Yankees play the Mets?
That's going to be exciting.
Right.
I definitely want to watch those games.
He'll get booed.
He'll definitely get booed.
Yeah, no doubt.
Fucking traitor.
Stadium. Yep.
And then after this comment, I'll forget it, bro.
Oh, yeah. 100%.
He's going to get fucking booed out there and be like, you should have stayed here.
We'll pitch him better. Aaron Boone will pitch him better. He'll figure something out.
Yeah, exactly. He'll figure something out. So, so that's all we got for supports here, Mr. Hoose. Let's move on into a little bit. We got some news for music. First, we're going to talk a little bit about Coachella was this past weekend. There was a lot of good performances there with Lady Gaga, Green Day, Post Malone, and then I think Travis Scott closed out on Saturday, which he did phenomenal. They said that he did a great job, and
nice.
And everybody, they said that even the show, like not only the singing, but the theatrics of it and everything like that. That it was
positive.
Yeah, that it was a good show.
LL Cool J too, right? Didn't he?
Yeah, he's saying "Mama's Gonna Knock You Out"
with the Philharmonic Orchestra.
The Philharmonic. Man, that guy never ages, bro.
No, he's good, man. He's one of the smart ones too.
Oh hell yeah!
Him and Ice-T, they did the TV thing. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's you're in everyone's household every week. You know what I mean? And everyone knows where you come from. You're solidified in your craft and what you've done.
He's from Queens.
He's like the godfather of rap. I mean, he was the first, if you ask me. Run DMC, him, that whole crew. They invented that. They started that, and that's kind of where it went. So good for him. Good for his career. And like I said, he's on TV every week, so he's
rolling in the dough.
Rolling in the dough.
Rolling,
no doubt.
Rolling down the river.
For sure.
Mr. Hoose, I heard you have some exciting news too.
Yeah, a little bit of news. So an old friend of mine that I played with years ago, his name is George Becker. He crossed over to the country section of the world about 3.5 years ago. I've been following on Facebook. We talk periodically, but not like every day. And he's been doing great. Some people just do that changeover thing, and it's country so different now than it was.
Right.
It's a lot more popular. People are listening to it. The kids are listening to it.
Oh yeah, country is.
When I was young, I would never listen to country. I wasn't against it. It just wasn't my thing.
I didn't even know country music existed.
You buy a new Silverado now, and it's kind of the country stations are playing when you get. It's how it is. But on a positive note, George had asked me to play a benefit show that's coming up May 17th at Artie's in Frenchtown, which is about half hour west of Trenton.
Okay.
So I definitely accepted, the opportunity and to play with him. He wanted me to be a permanent member. At the time, I was kind of hesitant because I still had the Key West thing happening, which again is a whole nother story we'll get into. But since things have changed a little bit, I have a little more time up here. I decided to do it. So
that's awesome.
I'm now George Becker's drummer, which I'm excited about. I've learned the material. We've rehearsed already. There's some chemistry there, and of course, he didn't waste time. Like the next day, there's like 9 shows booked between the end of the year, between now and the end of the year, which is cool though. There's festival stuff. Busy. But the real big thing is May 17th. This is Tunnels to Towers, the first annual George Becker / Tunnels to Towers benefit.
Great organization.
For veterans.
Yes, great organization.
Veterans, first responders, that kind of thing. So really, even if you can't go and you want to make a donation and purchase a ticket, it would help go a long way. It's an amazing organization, which started after 9/11, obviously. the brother of one of the firefighters. He started this. They've been paying off people's mortgages. They've been doing things for 9/11 surviving family members. Just wonderful organization. George is really passionate about this, so we're behind him on this. We stand with him, and we're looking forward to playing. And we will post a QR code for that.
Okay, for tickets and donations.
It's going to be the Tunnels to Towers first annual benefit for veterans and first responders. So come on out. Artie's in Frenchtown, May 17th. We go on at 7 o'clock, but the event starts at actually 1.
At 1. Okay. Yeah, great cause. Tunnels to Towers. They do a lot of events and a lot of donations. They take care of the veterans, the first responders. I mean, it's a great cause, and it'll be great if you guys can make it out there May 17th. We'll post all the information on our social media as well, and you guys can you can look up all the information and stuff. I actually looked up George Becker, and man, he's got some pretty good songs, man.
Yeah, it's good. I
like some of his songs.
Making the transition. I mean, coming from a classic metal, background, and I still have Lights Out, so we're still moving along. We rehearse every week. We just we haven't booked as much as we should have, but you were there our last show. We had a great time.
It was awesome.
That's going to continue, obviously, but this thing is going to be fun, and I think George kind of hit it out of the ballpark with this move, and the material's good.
All right, Mr. Hoose, you gotta get some some videos so then we can post up, and then we can promote your next events and stuff like that for the George Becker band, and we can put that all out there. Like I said, his music was great. I listened to a couple of songs yesterday, and it was pretty good. We liked it, and like you said, I was never into country music. But now country music is kind of, I don't know. I think they just changed up a little bit of what they sing or how they sing and the beats and stuff like that. And I think that's why the kids nowadays are more into it.
Yeah, it's a vibe. It's easy. It's very cool.
Yeah, it's very cool. So, and guys, I know we keep talking about this bullshit about the hot dog tour, and
we're doing it.
We're gonna do it. We got to figure this shit out, but we're definitely gonna do this. I mean, we want to keep our promises in doing this. We also are gonna have some guests. I think on our next episode we'll have a guest here with us to just to make this a little exciting. Nobody crazy or anything like that, but just we get more people in here and we start talking. Yeah, we could talk about different shit and stories and make it a little exciting and fun. And
sure,
man, today again a nice beautiful day out there. Man. It's warm, a little windy, but it's warm. It's nice out there, so people are getting excited. I mean, I don't know if you saw it, but man, the traffic's fucking crazy today.
Yeah, listen, it's and I have to go up north tonight, so I got to run down and get my hair cut at Forked River, and I got to run up north to Union County. Got a crazy afternoon, but it's beautiful weather, so I'm gonna enjoy it. Yeah,
you're gonna be enjoying having in the car and all that stuff.
Sure.
I mean, like I said, the traffic is. I mean, I understand it's Easter weekend, but holy shit, it was a lot of people on the road here on Fisher Boulevard and on 37. I actually caught traffic on 37. It took me a while. I don't know, maybe 3 times waiting at a traffic light to actually pass the traffic light.
Insane.
So it felt like the summer. But listen, everybody, we appreciate you guys looking in, watching our episodes and following us, and let's get more subscribers on YouTube.
Yeah,
we're going to do some clips of live stuff too. We can go live now.
Do it live. Do it live.
We could do that in YouTube.
We got to post that Bill O'Reilly piece.
We should. We should post an
Inside Edition. Yeah. He's got the hair, the 80s hairdo.
Maybe I'll put a little clip right here, like I did with the guy screaming.
I love Bill O'Reilly, but he just flipped out, man. Like, don't work for the guy. Like, watch him, but he's screaming at him.
That's crazy, right? No screaming here.
No
just screaming of excitement.
No scream zone.
Right?
Man.
Yeah, no, that's it.
It's a party zone.
Hell yeah, party. Like, I can't wait until we start doing our pods out on the boats and out on Ticey Shoal and F Cove, and
it's coming
all down to the Barnegat Bay. You know what I mean?
See, and I'm wearing my podcast shirt. See, specifically when we made this podcast again, it didn't work.
Right.
I wasn't wearing this. I just happened to last week or 2 weeks ago when we did it, I was wearing the same shirt. And I go, I'm not wearing that same shirt, thankfully. And guess what? We had a recast and I happen to be wearing it. But
so guys, we've recorded 45 fucking minutes of great content and shit like that. Go freaking edit it. And I'm like, why do I didn't hear anything?
No good.
I call Mike. He's like, what the fuck? I'm like, bro, I don't know what happened here, man. And it was like picture perfect. Everything, the video, everything was
It was
perfect.
good. It was good.
But it was
because I love the new format. The table
the tables,
thing.
yeah, the tables.
It makes it happen.
For sure.
Yeah.
So
It's good stuff.
But Mr. Hoose, it's always a pleasure.
Always.
We'll be posting a bunch of shorts, and then you got the new episodes we're going to have to come up, and then we'll definitely let you guys know 100% when we do this tour or whatever we're going to do next. We'll let you guys know, but we appreciate you guys. Everybody have a happy Easter. Enjoy your holiday. I know it's spring break, so all the kids are out of school.
Yeah, man, having a great time.
They're going to be having a good, nice week off, and I mean, here in Toms River, I think they finish school second week of May, or you know what I mean. So they finish early. So it's 2 weeks away, and school is done too. You know,
Summer's coming.
Traffic is coming. Everything's coming. So
awesome.
So everybody, peace out. We love you guys.
Happy Easter.
All right, happy Easter,
everybody.